come true. Find, find your dreams come true. And no one can take it. Find, find your dreams come true. Yeah, yeah. Find, find your dreams come true. Yeah. Find, find your dreams come true. Find, find your dreams come true.
Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to this very early in the afternoon stream that I rarely do. I rarely do these types of streams. It's because I have something to. I realized I wanted to do something later on tonight, so decided to have this come up a lot earlier than scheduled. So yeah, let me do that, and plus, since I have enough time to have it start this time around, it's probably going to be a pretty long stream. So hopefully you guys will stick around, or if not, hopefully you just stop on by and say hi and go about your business. Either way, I'm still very happy if you guys decide to come by. Either way, but I think it's about time we get on to the game for today. It is none other than the classic, the legend itself, good old Doki Doki Literature Club. Plus, I do have the plus version on hand, even though this looks exactly like the first game. I just went to the start screen just to make sure I can actually properly play the game. And I'll also probably do a quick sound test and make sure that the audio for the game is correct. If not, then I'll most likely have to restart the game and change it to the appropriate audio. But yeah, this game I have not played in close to a year ago, I think. I remember streaming this whole game back in last year. I forgot exactly when. It was around I think it was past September. It was in October, I think. Yeah, it was around October for almost a specific reason, which we'll get into a little bit. But yeah, man, it's been over a year since I've streamed this game. And this game has been out way longer than that. And I'm actually glad that this game actually had some actual improvements as far as new side stories, new character development. It looks like, even though it pretty much looks like the same game, and I think it functions like the previous game, but now instead of just being exclusive to PC, it is now on consoles, which is very interesting. I was kind of curious to see how that would be implemented with how the game is works and stuff. Honestly, I'm gonna put on the tags here. Spoilers. Just so that I'm just letting people know that I've played this game. I know how the beats and stuff work. So, yeah, I'm gonna be talking about a good chunk of spoilers in this game if you have not played this game. So just letting you know, uh, definitely go and play the game first. You can both play the games. You could play this game too. It's like roughly $20, so it's a good deal. Definitely should go and check it out. And as you can tell from this beginning scroll here, it says that this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. My. Ain't that a truth? So I have to do the thing. Okay, so I think, well, all right. Hold on. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. And yeah, it wasn't that much of a positive experience when I first played this myself. I'll tell you that. Uh, would you like to review? Would you like to view the detail? Oh, that's crazy. Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings that can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. Oh, okay. All right. So I did put the spoiler warning on here, and I didn't get to actually check to see if the audio was going this way. Okay, yeah, it's going. I see it. I see it going. All right. Uh, I'm gonna say yes because I know the spoilers. I know what they contain, and I put the tag on the stream said it's going to contain some spoilers. So if you guys are seeing this VOD for the first time or watching this live and you do not want to see the spoilers, please leave now and hopefully you'll be able to get to enjoy the spoiler-free experience of this 4 to 5 year old game. So go ahead and check it out and come back over here once you are finished. Unless you're live, so that'll be kind of a while. So okay, here we go. We're checking out the spoiler content now. Thank you for your interest in Doki Doki Literature Club. Doki Doki Literature Club is a horror game. Do not take this lightly. Doki Doki Literature Club may not be suitable for those who are affected by any means of the following themes: depression, suicide, self-harm, abuse. These themes are not merely suggested, they are often portrayed as realistically and as possible, and thus may disturb you as if they are real. Furthermore, the above listed is 100% exhaustive. Yeah. And I can tell, if there's going to be more content about that in this game, then yeah, you better hold on to your butts, guys. If you would like to be, if you'd like to be warned when potentially sensitive content is about to occur when playing the game, detailed content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu. That's actually good. That's really good. For those of you with an extra concern for their mental health, our recommendation of the safest approach is to avoid playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Holy crap. Yeah, they are really going into it saying like, if you are really not stable in the mind or just like with yourself, just don't play this game. Which is, I mean, yeah, that's unfortunate. That can be the case, but I mean, everyone's history and backstory and like their conditions are completely different or just like very unique to where like something like this may not be for them, and for very good reasons. But kind of unfortunate since this is a really nice, awesome game. We're gonna continue on. We trust that you have your understanding of your own mental health, you are able to make the decision that is right for you. That's good. Thank you for your consideration and for staying safe. excuse me, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating for in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Damn. Yep, I definitely agree. I've done it once before, and I'll do it again. Let's go. Welcome, girls. Sayori, Yuri. Hey, Serenity Forge. You got a new guy. Nice. Definitely not suitable for children. Here it is. Welcome back, girls. Look at that. We got Sayori, we got Yuri, Natsuki, and of course, Monica, the good old class president. Look at all these girls. We're back at it again. We're back at it again with this game. Okay, this is basically unchanged from Doki Doki Literature Club from the looks of it. We're gonna start this off right. Oh, I can't. Oh, there's no space. Okay, well. Gunter-kun. I think that's how you spell it. I gotta spell check my own thing. Okay, yeah, that's right. General use of people of senior status addressing them. Yeah, I am a senior status, so there we go. That's pretty much on par with that. Go back to OB. No, back to the game. There we go. Back to the game. So yes, I shall be known as Gunter-kun because I mistakenly just put myself as Gunter as last game, and I couldn't back out of it. So we're fixing amends this time around. We're playing as Gunter-kun. So let us begin. Whew, it's been a while since I've done these voices, so let's go ahead. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend of mine since we were children. You know, that kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of her waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and out in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe because messed up. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Gunter-kun. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. Guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you don't want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Whoops. Basically the same thing, but you know. By the way, Gunter-kun, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me that you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just going by on the average while spending most of my free time playing games or anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried about you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is very important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. At least you'll keep my promises. Try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by... Oh, geez, something caught my throat. Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, even for a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything that's inside her head. Hey, doesn't that classroom look familiar? It's almost as if I used this image for my this little school outfit that I have on, which I hope you guys like. You like it, right? Right? Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Before I pack my things, I stare blankly in the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Then just don't call in Virgil. That'll be too much motivation for you. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the literature club. I mean, the anime club. Geez, I got literature club in the brain too much right now. He doesn't even know about that. My character doesn't know about the literature club yet. What I'm talking about. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom when I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to be late to your own club. Well, I thought you needed some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you can join my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm gonna go to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help out and start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can tell if Sayori is really that much of an... I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as if I planned all this out already. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new club member is here! I told you, stop calling me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought in a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Gunter-kun, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think that she's a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back into the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And over here is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be more mature and timid, comparably seems more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Gunter-kun. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same classes last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely like this feels a little... You too, Monica. Come and sit down, Gunter-kun. We made room for you on the table. You can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentions, it's been widened so that there's only one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the classroom, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to table, tray at hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Adorable! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ears. I actually want to see someone make this. If people, I want to say, if you guys, I might just want to look that up after this, but I want to see those cupcakes, man. I want to see those Natsuki style cupcakes. By the way, Natsuki's my favorite girl in this game, just to let you guys know. Yeah, there we go. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs the first bite, then Monica, and I follow. Delicious! Yuri talks with her mouth full as Sayori managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made this herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know. Not for you know, you, dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Oh God, that was my burp. Sorry. Yeah, I guess. Do not get so don't get yourself intimidated. Yuri is trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that... You know. Yeah, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be my pastime, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Natsuki raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what makes you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so it's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure that you have a good time at home, make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start a club on your own? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I cannot stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I much rather take something that I personally enjoy and make some special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I am fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't many people here in the club yet. It must be hard starting a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard and to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I am confident that we can really grow this team, this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. With such different girls, all interested in the same goal, Monica must have been really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted about the idea of a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Gunta-kun, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki's head certainly pucks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, I mean, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking and after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. A lot of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story with such foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. It seems like she seems so reserved and timid before. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it is obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, horror. That seems like an interesting theme. I've read a horror book once. I grasp at something that I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even for a brief moment. Oh yeah, I'll tell you that. I hate horror. Oh, and what's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes started over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute stuff, right, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Oh no, someone wants me to become famous. Well, I can do it on my own terms, unfortunately, so I have to do boop, and then boop, boop. Alright, there we go. What gives you that idea? Oh no, I gotta go back to the game. Boop. Alright. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is as cute as you are. Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Man, what's that sound like? The whole VTubing community? You guys are cute. Accept it. I accept it. People call me cute. I'm say cool. You're cute too. Don't hide it. It's like a club, a bunch of tsunderes out there, and that's cool. It's cool. I mean, one day you VTubers will accept that you guys are cute, and you'll be happy. Hopefully, you'll be happy about it. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's pretty impressive. Why don't you share some sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that love of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share your work, you can set some examples and help Natsuki feel comfortable about sharing hers. I guess it's the same. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. All right, water time. Oh man, this is gonna be a long stream. I'm gonna tell you that much. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yay! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it's time for us. I think it will help us get along a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Gunter-kun? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth for what's been on my mind the entire time. A burp, apparently. I never said I would join this club. Sure, it may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Gunter-kun, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price to pay in order to spend time with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Again! One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came by for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Well, that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Alright, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next club meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Gunter-kun, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety well up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Gunter-kun, since we're already here, you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I would never walk home together before because she was always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Right. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, it's poem time, peoples. It's time to write a poem. Pick which words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good would happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, this whole classic thing again. Alright, so before we continue with this, I must let you guys know. I have seen the routes of Yuri, and I've went and did my stream. The last time I streamed this, I did a route for Natsuki because she was my main girl when I wanted to stream this game for the first time. So I went with Natsuki. I've seen a lot of the Yuri playthrough because I saw the Game Grumps playthrough of it, and they went mainly the Yuri route. So I pretty much know what that is. But I have not really checked out Sayori's route. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and do the Sayori route and check out her scenes. And then we're going to check it out. This is my first time ever doing this, so I want to make sure I get something like new and fresh if I ever decided to play this game. And this is the opportunity now. So let's go through it. So we know that Yuri likes to do the more type of like dark and slightly more like philosophical like type stuff. We know that Natsuki is simple, that she likes sweets, she likes pink, she likes like the happy stuff. And then Sayori is kind of a middle where she has like kind of a girl, has some type of girlish stuff to where like it's not as crazy as Natsuki, even though she's like pink and like all that type of stuff. But she has like a middle ground to where there's some deep stuff with her, but then she's also the girly type stuff as well. So I'm gonna go I'm thinking Vacation or Kiss. Let me set up Poetry Slam. I got a little achievement on there. Go Kiss. Dang it, that's Natsuki. Nature. There we go. Nature. Childhood. Easy. Vivid Tears. Dazzle. Infinite. Clumsy. Alone. Damn. Okay. We got Alone in there. So we got something. Fireworks. Eternity. Vicious. Fester. Essence and Sticky. Vibrant. Explode. No. Sticky. Essence. Fester. Fireworks. There we go. Summer Anime. Sunny. Sweet. Determination. Unending. Scaper. Feather. Death. Poof. Summer. No, Natsuki likes summer. Oh, well, that's not looking good. Friends. Unstable. Rain Cloud. Together. Lollipop. Raindrops. Games. Infernal. Raindrops. Oh, no, that was Yuri. Oh, boy. Agonizing. Graveyard. Fickle. Extreme. Joy. Aftermath. Amazing. We'll go with Joy. There we go. Spinning. Bouncy. Bed. Sing. Smile. Sensation. Uncontrollable grief. Let's go with Smile. Yeah, she's more smiley type. Bunny. Defeat. Intellectual. Bliss. Unrestrained. Fluffy. Romance. Vanilla. Yeah, let's go with Vanilla. Ah, dang it. I thought vanilla meant relationship, but that was obviously a flavor for Natsuki. All right, we got Sparkle, Cheeks, Journey, Horror, Memories, Rainbow, Scars, and Milk. We'll go Rainbow. There we go. Past the halfway mark, guys. Let's go. Should I... We already put the spoiler on there, so we got Depression. Depression. We got Marriage? I don't think we're going there yet. Well, you know what? I'm curious. Who wants marriage? Oh, I think I may have spoiled something for me because I never thought of marriage like that. I mean, I guess so, but all right. No, I was about to go for strawberry again, but I think that's Natsuki as far as a flavor. Laugh. There we go. She likes to laugh. Question: Papa Candy flower? Yep, flower. Destiny silly. Family lipstick. I think she's silly. Yep, she's super silly. Awesome, warm, electricity, ocean, music, beauty, parfait, waterfall. Go warm. Yep, she's definitely warm. Lazy, covet, heartbeat, love. Love. Yep, love. Since marriage was a thing. Special, cute, misery, fireflies, hot, forgive. Forgive? Oh shit. Oh, forgive? Okay. I don't wanna. Hopelessness. Heaven sent and desire. Aura. I mean, we put the spoiler warning on, so we're gonna click it. Never mind. That was Yuri. That was Yuri. Okay, well, that was something. Hello again, Gunter-kun. I'm glad to see that you didn't run away from us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. As I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Gunter-kun. I hope this isn't an overwhelming commitment for you, making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack? Suri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you're planning to just come here to hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Santa Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops down to her seat. Don't worry, guys. Gunter always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work around me even without me asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Suri, that's because your room is always messy and so distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Gunter seem like you'd be good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? It's nothing really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. I mean, first of all, I wasn't even expecting anything in the first place. And so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant one. I'll be happy. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want me to be. Okay. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Whoops. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite not me reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities from the club room. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face seems buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. But screw Yuri and Natsuki, it's time to go and check out Sayori. Man, I can just picture like a tiny little horse behind that little silhouette. It's just like, man. Just like I can't get that out of my head. Thanks, internet. Man. It looks like no one wants me to be no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I can always read some of the book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem lame. Compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we cannot give up. Oh, I thought I saw my stream go mess up. So that festival is our chance to show everyone what the literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all. You know, we need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can, okay, yeah, that was crazy. And after they come, we can do oh no! I messed my own brain up. Oh no! Oh, that's bad. That's a clip for sure. We can do the thing that we can do the thing to speak their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is speaking relatively seriously. It's rare to hear a debate like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess that we could... Cupcakes! Hahaha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we need to still work out the details for the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is her usual self. But there within lies the unexpected reason I admired her. Unlike me, it was trouble to find any motivation at all. Then, like I said, if you go to Virgil, then you're going to get way more motivation than you would ask for. Where's your motivation? Sayori can put her mind to things and make him come to life. Suppose that's why I end up letting her get in on my case about things. I can't help but wonder, what would it be like to see the world through her eyes? Ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filled in my vision. I nearly fall on my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, are you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's It's what I do best. And that's the problem. What about you? You look out for the better of me. Wait, you look out for me better than you look after your own self. You're always oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking out low. It's sticking out low around here. I can't read that. I ran her fingers down inside of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is really hard to get right. It won't fall. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at the bow. It isn't even straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar there. I try to wipe out the stain with my finger. But no one would ever notice that. But of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want you to they want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie! And don't go keeping that blazer buttoned up. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Damn, what a fucking douche, dude. Wow. That's super mean. Yeah, that is super mean. Protagonist that's not named myself. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button up a blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. Make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful! The button might come off. Wait, why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to find I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, it would have noticed that it wouldn't fit you sooner. Wait, what are you smiling about? It means my boobs have gotten bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look so much better now. Why does this feel strange to see blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastens and buttons her blazer once more. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms around and arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do things like then he wouldn't let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, let's just focus on why you woke me up earlier. Only if you focus on getting out of bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess you really are taking better. I can't read. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe we should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Suddenly, Monica calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Gunter-kun, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Excuse me, that was a burp. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I have agreed to do something so embarrassing. I really can't find much inspiration, since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone is ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull their poems out. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf paper torn from Spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers on a composition notebook. You can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching the bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay. I'm curious. I forgot what order I did mine. I think I did Natsuki first because that was the girl I was interested in. And I think I kind of made Monika last, I think. I don't remember. But, I'm gonna go... I'm gonna start and do Sayori first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing this with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Gunter-kun! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer! Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I had no idea what I'd like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better a lot more than other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Gunter-kun poem. And that makes it even extra special. I can feel your feelings into it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how It just reminds me of how you really are a part of this club now. Not to mention that the fact that I'm standing in front of you in this club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean that I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Gunter-kun. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'd be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I'm not gonna do this in their voice, I'm just gonna read it simply. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my mind blinds. Oh, I like the ukulele. I forgot about these different styles. I love it. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes it feel like you've missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepies from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Adorable. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No. Well, just a little. You can't answer just a little to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean it to say it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hee, this was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, so next up we should let's go and do Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I didn't invoke, and it just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh, eagles can fly. Eagles can fly. Eagles. Right, let me say this in a big like a deep, crazy voice. Like, eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all philosophical and stuff. Sophisticated. Wow, I'm stupid. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! Like when I said, I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things is very disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of that last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I thought. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from him, even though everyone is clearly over 18 years old. So, next up will be Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it once through. Oh, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are a lot of specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from their topic matter, and they've formed it together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Man, once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's like if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert, unlike myself. Of course, it's not something for you to be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building on them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. And also hope that everyone else in the club gives you that. Also hope that everyone else in the club to give you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Wait, bias? How so? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which is in itself kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the moonlight. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calming bathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I must have terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script that often. I actually think that your handwriting is pretty pretty. Why'd I say pretty twice? Excuse me. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Like that. I gotta put that out there. I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Gunter-kun. Wait, really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They're usually more than to tell simple stories or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is merely symbolically compared to being a ghost, lingering in their last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, last but not least, we should go to Monica. Hi, Gunter-kun. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new here and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things we could do better, I am always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess we'll have to. Do not worry, Gunter-kun. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know. It's that sort of barrier that we have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, I guess that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would write. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually very different. Well, that may be the case, but there's there are also other similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two are really, you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that, that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading it in too much? I could be. Gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing style has been kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes to explore with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy can enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment even a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying new different things a lot. It could take a while for me to be more comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the type of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what's best, what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write in one way, the way everyone else wants you to write. It's like you having to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I always like that line. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean that I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, I was all like, did my headphones get weird? It's just like this weird echo coming out of nowhere. Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction, the speckles protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. A real bind in for a clue. I left out in the sun, but I was too late. My retinas. There we go. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just like a little hole, but it wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into anything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Damn, deep. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if you call it that. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you can say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It has been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each everyone. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Don't force yourself to get something down. Just force yourself to get something down and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you ever put your pen on the same spot for too long, you just get a big puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, that's nice. Whew. All right. Well, man, my voice is almost going out. I need to take a break soon. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a bit more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone was judging me by my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are being nice, there's no way my poems can sit up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Sigh. I guess that's all I ended up. That's what I ended up myself getting to when I can't read. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, each one had their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki submissively returns the poem with the desk with one hand. Well, I guess you can say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Well, you don't have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. As if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and even Gunter-kun did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style, and I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless I, of course, come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Gunter-kun liked my poem too, you know. He even told me that he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. You're just jealous because Gunter-kun appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? Now, how do you know he appreciated my advice? He didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as Gunter-kun started showing up. Natsuki, as a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly suddenly both the girls turned towards me as if I just noticed them standing there. Gunter-kun, she was just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. As if she can get... If she can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Gunter-kun. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary and limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Gunter-kun? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will most likely think higher of me. So of course it had to be... Sayori, help me! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything. Sayori! Yeah! Everyone's fighting to make it Sayori uncomfortable. How can you two keep fighting if you're making your friend feel like this? Gunter-kun. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to bring for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that she's stuck up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that's made her so upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone here to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, They're amazing because they give you so many feelings in just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they bring a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come across as a good leader and can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to do anything either. Well, I guess that just means that Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I guess you say it's worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Gunter-kun, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk to. It was a neat thing to talk about with the people. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? Well, I did learn. With any luck, that means I'll have to do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Gunter-kun! You ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It surely has been a while since I've seen Sayori and I've spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it though. Sayori? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want to know your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Gunter-kun, it's nice that I get to spend more time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Hey, that's every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the type of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone else is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just gonna have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. And with that said, I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. But before we do that, I must get some water. I shall be back. Oh, I'm gonna have to stretch too, because I know we're in for a kind of a long... Actually, we're going at a very fast pace. I think there's like 2 more sections, and usually I think we'll be done. I think usually this will be like a 4 to 5 hour stream, but I think this is going to be maybe a 3.5 hour stream at this pace. So, but until then, I'm gonna have to take a small break. You guys just wait here while I get stuff done, and hopefully see you in about 4 or 5 minutes. So sit tight, everyone. Be right back, and don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. We're back. All right, just had to take some time to do a little stretch. Also, needed to get some more water. Yeah, you can hear that right there. That's my water. And now we are going to go ahead and continue trying to figure out what to write for our poem. We're going to continue with the Sayori route because we need to figure out what their next scene is. Excuse me. Okay, so Smiles one. You already said depression. Bubbles. Damn it. Okay. Uncanny Sunset. I think Sunset was one, right? Yeah, Sunset. Bouncy. Nah, that's Natsuki. Damn it. Loud? No, Natsuki's loud. Embrace. Romance. There we go. Romance. Doki Doki. That's Natsuki, actually. Jumpy. Tragedy. Unstable. Lust. Shopping. Vibrant. I'm curious, who's unstable? I'm gonna have a guess that. Yep. Yeah, it's Yuri. Extreme. Fictitious Dream. Oh, dang it. That's her. Remember she's warm. Existence? No. Anger. Sensation. Who's hurt? Okay, it's hurt. It's like, if you know the game, everyone technically is hurting, so that's insane, but she has the most hurt. Conditioning, contamination, agonizing, pink passion, boot, enthrall tune, determination. Damn it, that's her. Alright. Vitality, captive, hop, papa, scars, lipstick, pure, chocolate, pure? Ah, wow. I never thought she would be pure. Well, I gotta pick it up. Waterfall, feather, spinning, skipping. Oh, I forgot to save. God damn it. Oh, that's just the return. Fester, spinning. Skirt, no. God damn it. Alright, Essence, Crimson, Valentine, Infinite Holiday. Friends. Marriage. Vacation. Joy. Alone. And some. Ah, dang it. I forgot. All right. I mean, that should be enough, right? That should be enough for Sayori. Hopefully it is. I forgot to save, so I guess we're going to have to be stuck with this if that's the case. All right. Another day passes, and it's time for a club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here in the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Gunter-kun! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehe. I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in the mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at that purse of yours, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to take a look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets contents spill on the floor. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before even come down in the club room. So, either you're not hungry and want to have an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves that one option. Ah, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri giggles suddenly. I didn't even notice she was listening in. Her face was in a book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Gunter to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved with that, something like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling off a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean it like that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like you when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't have it much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now it's time to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you she told you guys that she would bring in a new club member before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, guys. Come on, you can give me a little bit more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles on the desk. Pah! Ka! Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blabbed about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Suddenly, Sayori claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through over a lot just for one cookie. Natsuki takes a big bite of her own cookie. Oh, that looks so good, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Ugh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still at hand, Natsuki reach over and nudge Sayori off her. Oh! Suddenly, Natsuki leans over and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots her way to safety. Yuri and I laughed as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around the room. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh, where is Monika anyway? That's a good question. Have any of you even heard about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's very popular and all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably the most desirable in all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika, you chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, our last period today was study hall, and to be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. Why would you have... You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Well, maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Gunter-kun. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure on that or anything. Do not worry. I have been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love to get a chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Is it raining outside? I think I hear thunderstorms outside. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta check. See what's up. Let me look out my window. Oh, look at that. The storm is about to approach in my house. That's not good. Hopefully it doesn't cut off the stream too early. Still got, what, an hour and a half to go on this stream? We gotta hurry up and go. Well, in that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Shiori's mischievous escapades. I'm sure Natsuki will end up explaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has settled down. Shiori somehow has already finished with an entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared in the closet. Alright, I got it. Gatsu-kun! Shiori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies. I'm gonna go get some supplies from the other classroom. You wanna come with me? Supplies? What for what? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I'm gonna need some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Oh, I see. Sure, I'll go along with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Gunter-kun to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It was so much fun exploring the empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. If you see if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay! Ready, Gunter-kun? Yep, let's go. Damn, she's just eager to like pop in. I'm like, nope, you'll come with me. Oh, that is her, ain't it? Shiori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Shiori hums and skips along the classroom. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Shiori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Shiori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? What kind of... Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Gunter-kun, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. A twisted stem fleeing from the clinging roots, caressing the joyous... Oh yeah, that storm is coming out. Caressing the final choice moments between my fingers. But what ends have summoned this joy? For now, when I look into every direction, once prosperous field before me, but a brazen wasteland, something like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie? I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. It just means that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cutesy self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is gonna be so much fun. The storm is not fun. I can tell you that. The storm. Holy crap. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Guntakun, the classroom here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent some time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world and all around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself into my room more and more. So going and adventuring with Sayori brings out the special part of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet as I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls out a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. Trademark Crayola trademark. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori stands pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. All right, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait! I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. At least let's move aside so we can look for a poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Sayori bends over and smacks in the forehead of the chef. She falls on the floor and crayons spill over her lap. Ow! Oh, hey, are you okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. It's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her into the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead, and I gently brush her bangs aside. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to swell as well. Oh man, it's swelling up. I should find some ice. Guntakun, where do I find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink will do. You don't have to. I'm fine looking like a unicorn. Even from wincing the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be back, okay? Okay. I pass Sayori on the shoulder and run out to the hallway. I'll locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Oh man, the storm. It doesn't really matter since I'm used to it'd be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I'll purchase that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom I left Sayori in. She's one palm on her forehead and the other one using a clumsy scoop of crayons back in the box. At least they're already in the wrong spots before I spill them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori a bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Oh, damn. That looks cute. Sorry. Ah, damn it. They played the song already in the early parts. Oh, this song. Okay. Sayori opens up the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump in her head. It stings. Just bear with it for you'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Guntakun. This kind of reminds me of you growing up. doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? You always try to keep, and you always try to keep up. I would always try to keep up with you. You're kind of obvious in some ways, oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or I had trouble climbing up, and you just, you did. But sometimes I tried to do things I couldn't, and I would hurt myself. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and you would start crying really hard. You would rush over as quickly as you could. You would try. Geez, my mind. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself if you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, don't you remember? Come to think of it, I do remember a bit of it. I guess I was always focused on my games and I didn't pay attention enough to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you to get out of the closet, you probably haven't hit your head like this. Gunter-kun, I think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm always being clumsy. You really are a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I really don't think this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even knew it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that just happens when you have been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Gunter-kun, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think we'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling that end up there. There's no telling where we each end up for college, or even after that. So it wouldn't be fair to just make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression on her. Oh, jeez. I don't know if people can hear that. I can even hear it through my headphones with the game audio. Sayori has a whimsical expression on her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monika, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see her forehead either way. Not if I hand it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutched her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. In a way, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, without much success. In a moment, we make it to the classroom. You're back. Good timing. We were just about to share poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was just playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead in the shelf. Well, anyway, you were able to find what we needed. I have it, right? Sayori frantically glanced around herself. I forgot all this stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Gunter-kun. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure! Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on those posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box closed tightly, I returned to my seat. Oh, jeez. All right. Drink some good old-fashioned H2O. The storm is slightly passing through. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. So let us press on. Let's continue with Sayori. We're on a roll with her. Gunter-kun, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too? You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit that she likes something. But I don't think that's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, you idiot. Jeez. I mean, it's just that you're really an expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about... How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Wait, like cooking? Let's not talk about that. Yeah, so... I guess what I'm saying is that I feel more comfortable I can feel more feelings through you than I can about my own self. We can have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my own business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori on the head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Freaking John Cena. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fidgeting with her pencil between her desks. Hey, Gunter-kun, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something this is for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we get home. Really? I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends it back to the piece. Bends down to pick the piece to drop. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps into me. Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her on the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, I forgot all about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. Bottles, I pop off the scalp of the lid of the cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and then I put the bottle in the shelf and the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes our friends in a certain way feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, more friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow off dust of my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time lapse. After in my empty shelf could see some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frankly pull them from the shelves one after another, holding them down to each and every each and every bottle. But every time I let one out, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Damn. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Oh, so I'm losing it. Water time. Alright, got some water. Let's continue. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings this recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe I'm just so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Like, writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori is having a bad habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, next up. Let's see what Natsuki thinks. I'm curious to see. I don't think I've really seen what happens when she reads a poem that I kind of made in the Sayori style. So let's see. Well, it's not exactly any worse than the last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Feel what? Oh, well, anything is not a train wreck, so I take it as a win. And I get feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Well, I'm glad someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Natsuki's completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of something of Sayori's poems from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends for her that long, then you might be in the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone even fluffy spend much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around some dead weight. That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably fly away like a letting go of a balloon. You can say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sings the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to her nurse. She tried not to touch me, but I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders with her hands, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. So what if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she likes to keep it. She keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she hurts anyone. doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Pretty harsh. Not bad, right? It's quite bigger than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I can do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message of this is pretty straightforward. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like this? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easier to relate to. Everyone has that kind of friend. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're most afraid of people finding out. Like they find blah 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 blah. I can't speak. Something that you're afraid of people finding out, that they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think that people just really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. And that's very relevant. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm not sure if a lot of other people can too. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless it's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright, next up, we're going to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Gunta-kun. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that really means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help my friend, help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work out your brain like a tune. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write them down as you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's very intimate. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. It's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the end of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of the raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows his excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian condition. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Now, I was a bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I can. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels to indulge in into my more usual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I want to enjoy. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh? That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? Something about being ridiculed by strange interests? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're going through as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. It sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person that should make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be rambling in a bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Now, last but not least, let's go to Monica. Hi again, Gunter-kun. How is the writing going? Yeah, it's alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it is not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You'll never know. You want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this is pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of just exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their time, their share of time. And you can call to me every now and then too. It's not like, and I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, nothing like that. I'm still just trying to get used to stuff here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now. I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue in endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing the chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a piece of crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just that kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the spaces on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Excuse me. Still, it's hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking a poem what it's about isn't the right question. Ugh, can't speak. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression or a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might change your mind, or something unexpected may happen. Wait. Alright, hold on 1 second, guys. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. My mom needed to ask me something, so I was able to talk to her. All right. Yeah, she's talking about how she's breaking the fourth law, so let's get to it. What am I even talking about? That is my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of the classroom. It's about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we're putting any good in just it's like we can put anything good in such a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need so much more than a few decorations. CRA has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Yeah, that's great and all, but that doesn't really tell us what we're going to do for the event. Sorry, I thought you have heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yep. We are having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part of it is that we're going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. So you're always putting it all on the posters in case everyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee hee! Sierra, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it is a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, say alright. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with everyone until just a couple of days ago. It is a lot for them to recite their poems aloud in front of a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best shot. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And all those are the reasons that we are all in this club today. Do you not want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know I do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is to stand in front of a room in 2 minutes and reciting the poem, then I know we could do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's much to ask. Dragon, yes, I have played this before, Dragon Knife. This is technically my second time playing this game, but it is my third time going through like the whole game as far as like visually seeing it. So yeah, I've seen a full playthrough it at first, and then I played it myself. Like about I think since October of last year. So yeah, the side stories are assisted by exiting the DLC. Oh, that's where you get them. Okay, I'll check them out later. Thank you so much, Dragon Knife, and welcome to the stream. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori. Oh, it brings you an in-game menu. Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen the exit DLC. I just thought that meant to exit the game. The way that it's framed, I thought it was like exit the game. Okay, all right. I'll check it out. I'll check it out after this. I think that's your. And I think it's a good time for me to be around that area too. So once I finish this little section, I'll go and check it out once I have time. Where am I? Oh yeah. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is just help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks a lot, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. Haha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We are going to practice reciting them for each other. No way! Monika, this is so sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, then how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Do not worry. I'll start off to help people feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course you can. Now, let's see. Monika flips through her notebook for a specific poem that she had in mind for herself. And then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is called The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins to recite her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika's finished her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a deep breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you so very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches her sheet of paper and between her chest and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! This is it's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort into it? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changed. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into to the sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure is that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse of her whirring fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to rescue this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Yeah, Yuri, you did good. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were just so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Yuri looks at her down in her. Yuri looks like she's down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. Sayori hops up to out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is made a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were reading this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives us a whole new meaning. But maybe this is what Sayori meant that she said she liked my poems. I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Gunter-kun liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you very nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work that quite well with that type of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that have that sort of gentle delivery that wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of other people. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Oh, now, who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Gunter-kun. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Gunter-kun lower everyone's standards before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection to read anyway. Guess I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feeling very awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not very confident in my own writing, it's hard to put the energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't not worry so much about that. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That is something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki precariously gets out of her seat and makes her way to the poem. This poem is called... Why are you looking at me? It's because you are presenting. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she started reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if to give poem life. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared to recite the poem in front of other people? Excuse me. I mean, doing it in front of people may be a way easier. I could put whatever face I want on other people. But when it's in front of my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just the way it is, so... Well, I guess that in that case, you won't have much problem with the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it is like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you will be reciting. Jeez, guess I should find a poem. Probably should find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all of this effort for the club. It makes me very happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for today. I know that the festival is coming up, so let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It has been working out really nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As far as the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. As if it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's a kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice, though. Whoops. It must be nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Gunter-kun. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's been a few days, lots has been changed. But today, Sayori's been acting a lot quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asks you to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're always putting me in a spot here. Well, I should, actually, I would walk home with you, Sayori, because you're cute. And plus, I would go with Natsuki, so, yeah. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club room every day. Besides, you really seem like you really like going home together. So why would I just ruin that for you? You're silly, Gunter-kun. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to. So, Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out you sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating on something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thinking of a thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what happened at that time? And we'll find out next time as I save the game. Oh, it actually auto-saved? Interesting. I'll keep it right here. And then, now we go to exit that. person. It brings you an in-game menu. Oh, geez. Okay. This is different. Oh, this is totally different. Oh, metaverse. What the hell? Oh. Oh, it goes through different wallpapers you can grab. Why does she get the green one while I want Natsuki to, well, she's pink, so yeah. You can actually set wallpapers and stuff. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wow. Wow, this is pretty crazy stuff. Files. Oh, you can actually go into files like this? Oh, jeez. Mail. Oh, God. Okay, we know about the pictures. The music. Okay, so yeah, basically that's all. Oh, they have new songs. I'm not going to play them now. All right, time to go to the side stories and see what's that. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes. Oh boy. I'll begin the side story and see what's up. Oh geez, this music. Holy crap. Oh, this is totally different. Yo. Oh, we got a new area. Oh, we got some new stuff here. And the classroom too. There it is. Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? I miss debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monika's the only member of the literature club. In the days that have been passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monika glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it up over the club interest. I can't rely on just other people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision. But what kind of vision? Monika rests her head on the desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up with her. It's so quiet. The noise of the air conditioner is soothing. Whoa. Oh, this is crazy. Hello? Suddenly, oh wow, this is an interesting song. Suddenly, a voice causes Monika to snap awake. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I never do this. Is this the napping club? No. This is... Monika pauses suddenly and admitted this. And in fact, it's the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I got the wrong place for a second. I'm super sorry. It's like so unprofessional for me to do that. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh. Did I miss a club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members, and I'm really working hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you, and maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, sorry. What was your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been I've been trying really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it is really disheartening to not to be taken seriously, you know. I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I care. I do care. I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was just joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry, this isn't what it's like, a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found more members, at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something so amazing, and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how can I possibly say no to that? That is really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica! That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. Oh, I'm now doing an actual friend Aaron voice. It's supposed to do like an actual making silly gab on. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say that didn't work. Monica glances over at the flyer at her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So, what do you do? What do you do first? Well, I guess it is pretty getting late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with new ideas to recruit some members. I can do that. Cool. And I guess we could need to put some more thought into my vision of the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Suddenly, something pulls Monica into a friendly hug. Some people can really just use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayori whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me blah, 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 blah. Hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Hug energy? Monica laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It will be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard about tonight and get more people. Yeah, me too. Oh, is that it? No, there's more. A day passes, and the time comes for the literature club, Monica and Sayori, to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she'll be the first to arrive at the clubroom, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It has been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. Maybe I'm getting a bit worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bundling through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late. I'm here. It's okay. Welcome back. And Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits a sheet, and Monica says, "Oh, what is this?" Take my hand, take me forward. Take me into your dreamland. Caution to watch my step so I can't look at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up. The more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me into your dreamland. Oh, that's adorable. Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course. Wait. That's the wrong idea. That's the wrong side of the paper. I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips out the paper and renders the ideas for recruiting members. Oh, so this is what you wanted to show me. But I am curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure I'm not anywhere as good as you are. Really? I'm actually quite terrible at writing poetry. I've never read anything that I was happy with. Like, I always read it, and like a week after I read it, I'm like, wow, this is stupid. I don't know. It's like its dramatic version of me doesn't really agree with the person I want to be, or something like that. Aw, you should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, like, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'd love to do that. It's such a good way to learn much more about people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people, usually. But you can do it with a poem, right? Yeah. I think it is helping me to find more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me, well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good for someone else to read it. I'll try to show you more in the future. I'd love that. Oh geez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to get over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brain is stormed so hard. It's like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. CR8, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at this list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry, but it is a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when will we have the chance to even give people cupcakes? You know, like when they come to the club? What if you were like, hey, free cupcakes and flyers? I'm like kind of worried that I would bring the wrong idea for people, you know? Wrong kinds? People would just come in for the cupcakes and then leave. Oh, nobody would do that. That would be mean. But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature. And if they don't know it yet. Let's see. Next on the list. Hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like, go around the school, find people who are reading books, and, you know, like in the morning or during lunch, and tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is, like, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for assignment or something? How would you know if they're just reading for fun? Well, we can ask them. But then we'd be bothering them who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. Sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more ideas than I am. Oh, your next one idea is hand out flyers rather than just put them on the wall. I definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful! I never said that you weren't. I just need to think of what we would tell people and hand them out. I don't want to be just like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can be better engage people. What if I told you about the club activities and stuff? Club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with stuff like that, right? The vision for the club. Okay, so you're right. Pretend you were a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, like a random person who's getting a flyer. How would you react if the idea of the literature club? Probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck? Sorry, just thinking about a friend of mine. Okay, what if I said that we were do group readings and discuss it together? I would probably nap through that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound like fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know? Ugh, this sucks. Why is it so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, I kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you a chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in a way that you can't normally do when you're just doing a normal day and talking with your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that you just want to share, you know? It's like intimate. Yeah, but how do we get across that to people? Like, how can we express your true self? Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of, hey, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What is it? I forgot all of my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rush, but weren't. Never mind. Don't you want to get yourself then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, I'll be a second. Sayori dashes to the room and leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jolting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. And make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. Monica! You startled me. Sorry. It's just something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Like, let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not doing homework? I could tell just by the way she's really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up in front of the desk. Then the two depart the classroom with Sayori leading the way. This way! You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to whisper. See? And there! Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there was a girl sitting alone, intensely reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president. I would just scare her away. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath and then timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. Oh my gosh. I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left a flyer on her desk and then walked out. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two rush back into the classroom, Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed about the encounter. That's adorable, actually. Upon returning... Oh, damn. That's cute. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resumed their strategy meeting. They discussed various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list and with Monica's coming up ideas with her own, the two end on a better spot than from what they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah! I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori peers to the sheet of paper Monta was shown earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. Right the way into your heart? That's so cute! I thought it was just a little overdramatic. But... Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I think you can give yourself a little more credit. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like you can tell from the way you're talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but... Would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yes. I'm definitely a perfectionist. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of when things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me to try my hardest at everything so that I don't think it is that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot. So I'm just really afraid of deviating it from that vision. What's the vision? It's Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to. Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against her sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart? I think that's what they're trying to do. It's to make the club that you need the most out of everyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course, but I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Sayori nods and the two remain silent for a moment and lost in thought. The only sound is a steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only moment is the afternoon sunlight trickling way down and moving the clouds. Sayori breaks the movement with a yawn. Time to go home? You tell me, you're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go ahead. I still need a few minutes. Oh, I can wait. That's all right. I just need some alone time. In that case, Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck! Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the classroom. Oh, damn, this is nice music. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a moment to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed to do right now. The club that I need at the most. I don't get it. I just want to start a club with more passion, something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it is the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath that person who is forced to always smile and blend in, the person who's forced to be perfect. Damn. Monica suddenly noticed a folder on the door by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day, I pluck some flowers as they groove just for me. A life of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, 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 you're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clingy roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland, the fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy, and that is why I have decided I must become the flower. Oh, damn, that's pretty deep stuff right there. Holy shit. What the? Wait. Sayori? Ooh, that's some deep stuff, dude. That's some crazy deep stuff. I'm excited. I'm super excited to see what this is going. Oh, jeez. All right. Is there any other? Oh, this is the part 2 here. What time are we at? We're almost at 3, or we're at 3 hours right now. Let me do part 1 of the understanding, and then we'll end it with that. The club meeting has suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The doorway opens halfway and stops. A face peeks inside. That face seems familiar. Well, hello there, Yuri. Sayori widens, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems like she found her new way to the classroom. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps into the door, but continues to stand against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening! It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it is a bit empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori. We run the literature club, even though it is just us so far. But what is your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I'm sure it'd be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to the nearby desk and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes. Have you heard of the Annabelle Dumpont? I can't say that I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her chest in joy. You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, completely off guard by Yuri's taking control of the conversation. She glances over to Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so it must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that's set down on her desk. Just set down the book. True. Okay, I'll go and get the first one then. Yuri exits the clubroom in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I was not prepared for this. How do I handle someone this intense? I have no experience with fantasy, maybe except stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that was probably a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure I'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have have different people who are interested in different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? She doesn't seem doesn't it seem like that? Monica, do you think you should be more of an don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. We shouldn't be there shouldn't be any room for putting I can't read. I cannot read. Oh my god. There shouldn't be any room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more. I can't read. Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be a great help helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay! That's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably going to need all the time that I can get. She taps her finger against the daunting, chunky book left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens up, revealing Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates that she may have ran at least part of the way. Which makes she makes her way back over Sayori and sets the books down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the books that brought is just about equal size to one that's already on the desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before you get started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that could take place in the same universe. So going over those would be to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could get to know each other a little bit more. You know, like, I think if you're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. Sitting across, from across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down and then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I immediately was interested. I had no idea someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying much attention to any club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over to Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and then she shakes her head at herself. Oh, it was so stupid. I got too nervous, and I couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I am. Wow. But I decided it was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad interrupting you that I just walked out. I was really actually hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things in the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as being too many people. Not that I mind that, but I just really have a hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just you two here. I definitely came at the right time. Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly at herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before, so it's hard to find others who are into the same things as I am, except offline. So I thought the literature club would provide the chance for me to do that. What kind of things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything. And it doesn't even have to be literature. Oh, just things that you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses and looks a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something that I'm into, and you tell me what's something that you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay! Well, I'm pretty into, like, crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things, like cards or jewelry boxes. My room is always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put them all into the last minute. So yeah, that's something that's kind of silly that I'm into. You sound very cool. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you seem surprised about how much you can do with. You'd be surprised at what you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're gonna stick right here with me now. I am not. Oh yeah? Well then I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you are stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward. They had gotten cut off. Like, I like going out into the woods or to a park and just places where you can walk or sit and have not many people around. It's peaceful. It's nice to just remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously. I can't read for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. Right after school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three of them continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monika chiming in every now and then. Monika had intended to leave it to Sayori to focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book in the next club meeting? That's the plan! I'm so excited. Sayori beams, Yuri collecting her things. Once packed, Yuri wordly waves at Sayori and Monika with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits it, Sayori enthusiastically returns to her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monika are left in the classroom. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. Saver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice that I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me really happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here if you engage in her. How do you feel like starting the book with... How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be very happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. Nice. We got nice coming out. Dang, you freaking... Oh my god. Zelius, you gotta wait. You gotta calm down. You can... yeah. Stop bonking. You really gotta bonk me, dude? Zelius, I knew you would, I knew Zealous you were gonna mess with those sound effects. That's why I had to put them so low so you have fun with them. So it's like I know Zealous likes to use those points. So I was like, fine, I'll give them what they want. Jeez, man. Okay, well, fine. What do we got? Did we do great? Okay. After the surprise, don't worry, I won't overspam. Okay. Because, yeah, I noticed that not all the sound effects came through, even though you went through different ones. Oh, God. Yeah, that's funny. All right. Well, I'm glad someone's having fun with the sound effects. All right. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something to look forward to. What time are we at? Okay. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the classroom, expected to be the last one to arrive. As she opens up, she's surprised that the only one there is Sayori. Why you bonk? Why you bonk? Yuri's only trying... Stop bonking Yuri! She's doing her best to get to the classroom. Why are you bonking Yuri? Out of points now? Well, I mean, you should have just waited until you got like another yeah or something. But it seems like bonk is your preferred sound effect. Remember guys in the chat, Zelius loves to bonk people. So be prepared. If anyone says they people was trying to bonk, that's Zelius. All right. It's club time again. Monika went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. You said you're out of points? Well, you just gained 100 for me to hydrate. All right, hold on. Do a voice? I am doing. Now you're out of points. Okay, so unfortunately I can't do a voice because I'm technically doing multiple voices in this game. I literally did like 3 different types of voices. So fortunately that I cannot do that redeem because I'm constantly doing it for this particular stream. I am sorry. I'm sorry. About yesterday. Yuri lifts her head and unsure exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so I can talk first. That was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and I forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. I made a clip near the bonks in your stream. That's cool. Thank you so much. And I think the sound effects actually create clips. If you want to make a clip out of that, you do whatever you want. I don't mind. I also think that the sound effects actually auto-generate clips as well. That's what I found out. But yeah, if you want to, like, it doesn't matter to me. If you want to make a clip out of whatever's happening, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm definitely not gonna stop you. I won't go like, this guy wants to do like freaking clips of me, then I'll just erase it. No, I won't do that. And by the way, guess what? I just did your voice, so I guess your redeem did it. I just pressed the button and the clip set for it. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, that's what I meant by the sound effects do an auto generate for that. I used the replay buffer and oh yeah, I forgot they did that. So yeah, I didn't really do stuff like that. So, but yeah, like I say, if you want to do clips, then that's fine. I am not gonna stop you, my friend. Okay, so she said, huh? Why? Because I know that you were just hearing me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody is truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not it. What I was doing... The moment of comfortable silence stretches between the both of them. Well, the thing is, we don't really have any club activities planned yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could try together, reading your books. You know, like as your club activity, that would be alright, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place. You're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I could do to help you feel more comfortable here. Siri pulls her desk against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Yuri reads over the cover of the book. Dusk Bell? Part 1 of an everlasting saga? Huh, it's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right. I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook and of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, why do we need the paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just taking notes. Notes? I mean, yeah, it's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Yuri's strokes flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should have been evident enough in the past 2 days I've been here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who come off me as smart. Especially you. No! Yuri, she already rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being all shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two of them get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri being the guide to Sayori through the basics of fantasy, her world. I can't speak. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world in her story takes place in. The more of it she details, races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way that's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds herself passionately leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I would do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that? The things I write are just putting down stuff and... The things I write are just putting down the feelings that come to my head, you know? But it's like... There must be so much planning and hard work. Oh, you're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness, and then she realizes that this is the first time she heard Yuri's laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyways, I think we can get rid of reading for now if we're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patient is something I take pride myself in. Something I take pride in myself. I'm surprisingly very patient. Excuse me, about a lot of stuff. So that's how most of the time I get to like stream stuff like this when I get planned out and stuff like that. I can't speak today, so I don't know why I'm doing a visual novel stream. I don't know why. I see. Sayori jolts Yuri is patient in her notes. That's cute. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence lasts only a few moments before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that the person was proven innocent. It's okay. Is it okay? It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? Mm-hmm. A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two of them continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged, while Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, her expressions have been reversed. Their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating through social situations and Yuri struggling with them. But the tables have turned. Now the tables have turned! Hey, wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right here. Oh, they're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that happened that Barnes has happened. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied in the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue with Sayori asking a few more questions. She begins to understand the values of the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Oh no, Sayori. Oh, that's actually adorable. Oh, jeez. At last, Sayori reached the end of chapter 1. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. I'm doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. It takes me a long time to read and understand things, so it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how you turned it, how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best, so that I can see the way you do. The relaxation on Yuri expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. We could do something else tomorrow. But I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore. That's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me... Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monika trusts me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I messed that up too. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spreading notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she isn't coming back, if she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left her book here, right? Unless she forgot to take it with her. Ugh, this is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would have so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Man, that's crazy. Wait, that was it? That was it for the side story? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. I think that's enough. Oh boy, we've passed the 3 hour and 30 mark. Okay. I need to stop. Those were actually pretty cool side stories that we went through. I enjoyed it a lot. But I think it's about time we finally stop and continue this next time. Okay. We're done. We are done for tonight or today. So as far as streaming, I am probably going to be streaming, hopefully if I get off work early enough, tomorrow. And I'm actually deciding if I would want to do some... Why am I like curved up? I may need to scoot up a little bit further. Okay, there. Now I'm standing up. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I was just scooting my chair up a little bit. Yeah, I probably I don't know. I'm trying to think of what to do as far as tomorrow, because I could either do more Monster Hunter Rise to try out the Gunlance, or I can try out Guilty Gear Strive on PC, because I need to try to make sure that's stream ready. As far as like my avatar and stuff, I could go PNG if I wanted to, but I want to still be able to actually use my avatar, you know? It's nice to have me move around and react and do all that type of stuff, I guess. But I mean, yeah. And also I want to make sure that all the matches on PC are nice as well. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna figure that out soon. Like, I'll try to figure it out. I need to get something to eat because I'm like super hungry. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I need something to eat. I've been drinking water this whole time. Okay, so thank you guys so much for coming by. And next week I'll try to get another Doki Doki Literature Club session going. I'll most likely continue starting off with the side stories, and then once I do that, then I'll just figure out what I need to do as far as I continue with the main storyline and whatnot. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm super curious on how that works. You know what? I think the actual side stories come about actually doing the poems for each of the girls in the main story. I've only done the Sayori ones yet, so I'm curious to see if that is. I'll figure out later. But right now I need to get something to eat right now. So thank you guys so much for coming by on today's stream, this afternoon stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Can't really say anything else to say, but hopefully see you guys next time. And as always, take care, guys. Goodbye.